Hi everyone, it's JoJo. Hope all of you are having a really good day. I wanted to come in today and show you how that I cut out these, they're stamps, like postage stamps. I'm not sure where I found these. It's been so long. I've had them in a baggie and I'm kind of going through and cleaning up my room. So if I can figure it out, I will post a link below. But if not, I'm sure many of you that cut out kits get the stamps, and maybe some of you don't know how you cut them. You could cut them with scissors and just cut this right straight off if that's what you wanted to do. But most people have these deckled edge scissors of some sort. I have several different pair, and it just depends on what I'm doing to which pair I grab. So I have my scissors here. Oh, here's another pair. And of course I have regular scissors, but I won't be using them here. And I have just a regular hole punch. And my distress ink. Now if you don't have distress ink, you could use shoe polish. Or maybe mix a little bit of paint, acrylic paint, with some water to kind of thin it down a little bit, or even fix some really thick coffee and paint your edges. But it just takes a little bit longer. I'm going to try to get some shoe polish and give that a try to see and show you how that works on here. But I just take my deckled edge. It doesn't matter which one. It just depends on what kind of cut that I want. And I will cut off one end, and then I turn it and I cut off the other end that's just opposite it with these scissors. Sometimes they're a little dull. I need to take these, and a secret tip is to cut through some wax paper with them. And when you cut through the wax paper, it sometimes it sharpens them up. So I'm going to take my wax paper and fold it a couple times to make it a little bit thick. And then we'll cut my scissors, take my scissors and kind of force them through it. If they will. Let's see, maybe it's too thick. There we go. I'm getting better. But sometimes this will sharpen them up. No promises, but sometimes that works. So I'll grab my next one, and yeah, I still need to cut through a couple more times, but much better this time around. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be perfect. So I cut my ends off with one, and then I grab a different pair. And let's see, maybe I'll take this pair. Just something to make my edges a little different. I'm going to lay that red pair aside and see about getting it later. Let me move the trash. I'm sorry. And then on these, I do the same thing. I'm going to try the pink ones. And if you could see, there's a little indent here on these. Just a small indent. I've kind of cut it off, so you could leave it like that on here. But I like to come in with my paper punch, and I like to kind of punch where that indent was to put it back. Doesn't matter. It's just your preference. You know, that's just how I work. And then I have one of the little finger daubers. You could use a lot of different things, even a makeup, like a little makeup dauber. Those work. You can get those at the Dollar Tree. But I prefer the finger dauber, but I do use the wooden one. They're not very expensive. I need to replace the bottom brush piece, or the spongy piece, and you could replace that with felt. Now on these, I did put a felt piece on this that you get for you get a bunch of them in a package for $1 at the Dollar Tree. They come kind of like this, and I use these sometimes for my edge, or my daubers, just depending. I prefer the soft ones until they start flaking and falling apart. These don't fall apart, but it takes a little bit longer to get them to where the ink flows out of them good. So then I just ink up my edges. And they look like little stamps. You can tell that the edges have been darkened. Now sometimes it depends. This ink is my Hickory Smoke. Now sometimes I'll use one of the other distress inks. I have different colors. This one's Twisted Citron, and this one's Blueprint Sketch. I also have tea and oops. My favorite for doing most items, sorry, have to move my stuff around, is the potting soil. And I'm using the one, but it takes a little bit more effort right now. It's because it's brand new. I've only used it a couple times. So see, it takes just a little bit longer, but it does work. It does the trick. So, and I did fold that over, but you can't tell it now a little bit, you know. But for the distress look, it doesn't matter. But this is how I do them to get them to where they kind of look like little stamps. So I'll do another one. Cut across the edge. Then I just put my hole punch. Just put it right there at the edge, wherever you want it. You could do it how deep or not so deep as you want. I'm going to go back. I like the dark. I really like, on these, I like the darker distress. Let's see. I have too many tools out, so I'm grabbing too many. I'll try this blue pair. See how much faster this one is with this kind of an end. Now that one will go faster, and it won't take as long to get your ink on there once it's got a lot of ink on it. Sometimes I spray a little bit of water to juice it up, but I didn't bring any water in here with me this time. So I'll do one more of these. Oops, I'm trying to go over my little trash pile. I hate getting trash all over my table, but messy's fun, but I just don't like cleaning up mess. That makes sense. And I don't like working in the mess. So I try to clean up as I go. Just sometimes it's easier said than done, especially when I'm on video. But I don't like all of this just out in the middle of my desk, because then I can't see what I'm working on. So now, if I wanted to, I could just cut this edge off with my scissors. There we go for that pile again. Just cut it off with my scissors and go ahead and make my punch. The only thing is, I don't like the, I like giving it little serrated type edge, but they still work all the same. So if you don't have special scissors, that's okay. And if you don't want to distress, you don't have to. I just prefer to. And the darker the ink, most of the time, the better I like it, depending on what I'm doing. So, do one more like that. Just cut that off. There's no way that I could sit and cut through each one of those. Just could not. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Don't have the patience for it. Or the time. That sounds bad, don't it? But, yeah. If I can find an easier way, I'm going to go the easier route. So these don't look too bad, but I prefer to have some sort of a deckled edge. Now I also have, let me reach, sorry about the shadow of my arm. But I have this tool that's Tim Holtz, and it's got like little razor blades. It's got paper stuck in there. There we go. It's got like little razor blade kind of things in here. But the last time I did it, I didn't clean it out. Shame on me. But I could take this piece and just, maybe I can, just rough it up a little bit with this. There we go. So now you can see the white edge where it roughed it up. I'll do it on this end. And it has different sizes, so you can get different different results. So yeah, that makes it look like it's, and you probably can't tell it so much on here, but it gives it more of a rough edge look. I don't like all that white showing, but yeah, this little tool does work a little bit. It's not my favorite. I prefer the deckled edge scissors, unless I'm trying to ruffle up a whole page, like a big piece of cardstock, like on this end. Then it does, like if I want to take out a chunk right here, then it kind of it kind of does the trick to give it more of a scrunchy look. I can't think of the word I want to use, but more of a serrated edge kind of look. Now, I have also, I'll have to do another video, but I have also used the razor piece out of here on my paper and put it like on a ruler, so that way I can, I don't know if I can show you or not, but that way I can kind of fold this over. It works better on thinner paper. But then you can just, you get the idea. There we go again. But you get the idea. You get the torn look with the edge of your wax paper or the edge of your Reynolds wrap, aluminum foil. So you can use those. I prefer the type of scissors because they're just faster for me, but I like to switch it up so all my edges are a little bit different. And I actually like the way that that looks torn. Oh no, let me ink it a little bit more. Sorry, I don't mean to make you watch me ink, but I just kind of wanted to give you ideas, because I know the postage stamps right now are really big, and if you don't have them, then you can make your own. So see how that gives it a look. And then if you like, if you want this to look like a postage stamp, the way that I make this into like a faux stamp, I just put a piece of my wax paper down. I open my ink pad and I take something round, and in this case the dauber is the dauber end, and I'm just going to ink it up really good, and I'm just going to pop it on there. Maybe do a couple times, because you know whenever they stamp a real one, they are kind of off with it. And then I don't have my old stamp, I can't find it, but this one here has the year to, like, I think it goes to 2017, and it goes all the way up to like 2030, and I don't want that on there because it's not old. So I have blanked out the date, because it has the day of the week, like Sunday, Monday, because those were not on the postage stamps. But here I have the date, and what I do is I just don't ink this side. I just ink right here. I line that up on my ink just to get those, and then I'm just going to blindly go across there. So it's like May 17th. And you could do that again. I went above it. Just because sometimes it's been double stamped on the old ones. It's like they stamped it twice. So now I have a faux postage stamp. And I just used what I have right here with me to make that. So I think that turned out kind of cool. I hope you like it. I will close with saying that I will be back soon with another tip or tutorial. I also have some other things I'd like to do. So I will see you all really soon. Please like and subscribe to my channel and click that little notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. Have a great evening and be kind to one another. Bye-bye.